What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Naruto D&D. As always, I am your host, Connor. With us, we have Travis as Cage.
Yo, yo.
We have Nick as Buki 2.
Buki 2!
I can't believe this.
And Mike as Yoshimitsu.
What's up?
So quick recap of the last time. The team arrived at the base of Marshall's Revolutionaries. Carmen was reinstated as the leader. The team did a training exercise to see how they fared against the non-ninja and won the battle. They all went to sleep only to wake up to Orochimaru having implanted a snake inside them.
Wait, what?
However, thanks to the quick reactions of our team, they were removed before the intended effects could be performed.
You're welcome.
Or were they? Alright, so, you all wake up. You see the sun is now shining over the walls of the base and into your room, your collective room. You all wake up.
Morning, the sun is up. I've got one spear dead.
I'm gonna activate the Byakugan and lick in my stomach again.
Alright. You see that there is no foreign chakra there. There is no lump of energy there that's abnormal. Everything just looks typical.
So we just got free food.
Alright, cool.
Free dinner.
Now we threw it up.
You got a taste of
I mean,
bulimia.
he could at least took us out to dinner. That's all I gotta say.
Jeez.
Hey, who knows? We might still have time.
You're right. Still on the bright side.
Yeah. Alright. So you all wake up, and you see Hector ends up opening the door. Good morning, recruits. Hope you all slept well. Because it's time for you to get to work. Well, 4 of you anyway.
4 of us.
Yeah. Yesterday we did our non-lethal training exercise. Today we're going to step it up a little bit. But I'd like the other teams not to have the foreshadowing, so to speak. I'd like them to be aware, or not to be aware of exactly what they'll be up against, so I'm only going to take 4 of you to the training arena this time. Figure it's prudent that we start with the same team that we did last time. Yama, Buki, Cage, and Mako.
Okay. Taking getting left out.
I'd like to go.
He just kind of looks at you, and Mako kind of looks at him and goes, I mean, we can swap. After all, our tactics will always be ready to change, won't they? Hector just kind of smiles and goes, alright. Yoshimitsu, you'll take the place of Mako.
Right.
Wait a minute. I don't know about that. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Don't worry, I'm mid-level up as we speak.
It's too late. You gotta wait. Should have been here, Mike. Should have been here.
So, you all follow Hector back to the training grounds. Those guys aren't there. And as you all arrive, he just kind of stops and he says, no one else is here yet. Let's give them a minute. So, how are you all feeling?
Oh, okay.
How are y'all feeling?
Victoria. A little empty on the inside, also.
Well, you can't always have breakfast before you go on your missions. Sometimes it's sometimes you're rushed.
It's not just that. We threw up everything we had last night.
We're not trying to poison you.
It wasn't you.
Why did you throw up?
Hold on.
subsequent
Oh.
events of last night.
Time out from the thing.
Didn't we tell them this?
Wait, no, time out. Didn't we decide not to say anything to them?
Sure.
You
Where
decided
am
to
I?
tell them everything.
It's like,
Okay,
Well,
so
we
why
told
doesn't this guy know? Or we haven't told him yet, right?
No, you told them everything.
So why is he acting like that?
This is the next day. Like, so we did that non-lethal training. We slept. This is next.
I know. So we threw up last night, woke up this morning, didn't have breakfast. This dude knows.
Kind of lagging
That's
out
what
there,
I'm trying
Trav.
to say.
It's been 2 weeks. I don't remember what's happened.
So happened yesterday was the training exercise. Then at that night, you had the incident with Orochimaru.
Oh,
You told them everything, and now it's the morning.
We had to purge our systems from the snakes that were in his stomach.
Ah, so you did manage to take care of them.
yes.
I'm afraid that is a little bit problematic, but you hear just kind of he makes a snap that just kind of echoes very loudly throughout the area, and all of a sudden you see a purple barrier forms up around you all.
Dick.
thanks, Silas.
Yeah, well, at least now we know, and now I can use my two abilities that I've gotten. So say for this, metagame knowledge.
It says, "Now I'm afraid that does make my life a little bit more difficult, as you might understand. But I think that we can achieve a common ground here."
Who are you?
And you see all of a sudden a little bit of a poof of smoke happens.
And the man himself.
What? What happened to Hector?
And you all see Orochimaru. Well, it is a shame that you managed to take care of those snakes. I did work so hard on them. But it's a testament to your ability. So, who performed? Huh?
Should have worked harder.
So, who is in charge of removing them?
That would be me.
Ah, the Hyuga boy. You know, I don't have one of you in my collection.
And you won't.
Perhaps. After all, my intention of coming here wasn't necessarily to take a ninja body. But I have to admit, these people have yet to impress me. And since you have taken care of the snakes, perhaps it would be better to err on the side of caution.
What's your goal here, Orochimaru?
I'm here to take a new host, or at the very least, make a deal.
I don't think you'll find. I think you'll find a host here.
What are your terms?
Okay. Making deals with the devil now.
Put simply, if one of you would be willing, I just want to give you a little gift. And should you survive the gift, I will leave.
Okay, I'll take it.
Oh, Berkey.
Why are you doing this, bookkeeper?
Bookie's ready, baby.
Take now Bookie's Ash and Orochimaru's Pikachu.
Who said he's gonna put a curse mark on me? No one.
Well, he
It's a
didn't
gift.
say that.
Could be some box of chocolate.
I mean, it's highly.
It's a box of chocolate. Well,
As well, we have one volunteer. How about anyone else?
I don't know what this gift is exactly, but I don't trust you.
It's merely a mark for power.
Power isn't attained so easily.
What kind of mark?
Spoken like someone who's afraid to grasp it.
Spoken like one who knows a snake when he sees one.
Hey, Spirit Time. So, would anyone like to take the place of young Buki here?
No.
Hmm.
I don't think we'll be taking your gift here, Orochimaru.
Of course. So at that point, Yama's also going to step forward. He's going to go, well, maybe I do.
Gosh dang it, Yama. Gosh dang it.
I know not to trust Orochimaru. My father's told me about you. But if anyone here has a chance of surviving your little gift, I think it's me.
Don't be a fool, Yama.
Metagame wise, what does it take to survive one of those?
Oh, I'm not going to reveal that right
Fortitude checks.
Motherfucker.
now. They might be right. They're probably right. But are they right?
Has it changed?
Fortitude is a 7. Now there's no way I'm gonna try.
You going to do anything to try and take advantage of it, Buki? You going to try and perch yourself up at the front of the line, or?
Oh, that's what we're doing.
Well, Yama's saying that he's trying to take it instead of you. Are you going to let him, or are you going to try and not?
I'm gonna try and not.
All right, so you're going to let him.
No, I don't want him to.
You
Take
don't
it.
want him to. Okay, so you want to be the one who gets it, who gets the gift.
Yes, chef.
He wants that curse mark.
All right, so I'm going
Hold
to
on.
need you
It's
to...
cold. My fingers is cold. Like I have push to talk on too. So
Yeah, I'm going to need you to just argue for Yama, you know? Because Yama's saying, hey, I'm going to take it, not this guy. He's too weak.
Yama. Think about it. If I die from this gift or mark of power, whatever it is, and nothing's really gonna happen. If you die, well, we're not a really strong fighter.
He doesn't get passed out every 5 seconds in battles anyway.
Roll a diplomacy check.
Oh, Mike, yeah, you missed that. Like the 3rd or 4th turn, Yama ran up to do something and like slipped and whacked his head and was knocked out in the last thing we did.
Yeah, baby.
So Yama just kind of like, he kind of smiles and goes, all right. You've shown yourself to be worthy of power. And I do have enough of it, you're right. You can go ahead. But be careful, he is still a snake in the grass.
Move my hand back. I thought I was safe for a moment, but
So you step forward, Buki.
It'll be a full Buki.
Buki 2 is typing. All right.
No, it's really hard to play in the dark.
I would imagine.
Where does Boogie need to step?
They're just kind of stepping ahead of Yama.
I thought we were in a cage where we could move.
The whole arena is. Not
Oh,
you
so
as
we can
individuals. Yeah.
So I step in front of him. Where do I need to step?
What do you need
This
to what?
way.
It'll just
here?
matter.
I'm
Just
stepping right
yeah, that'll be fine. And so Orochimaru, you see all of a sudden his fangs kind of extend out, and he juts out his head and he goes to bite at you. Are you going to willingly accept the hit?
Yeah.
All right. He is inflicting you with his curse mark.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, baby.
Bye-bye,
Excellent.
baby.
Carmen covering his mouth. I don't like this.
No, I'm just
God.
burping.
Oh, I thought he was like grinning his face off, and he's like, "Oh,
Got him! Got him!
We lost another one, boys.
I'm just going to the exact. All right, so I'm going to the cursed seal.
Mike, while they're doing that, how about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
Everyone's like, nah. Ain't got a chance against them. Some Saints. Them 10-1 Saints. Dude, that first half, I don't know if you watched any of the game or heard about it. That first half, I was like, okay, so they're not going to score. I was like, okay, so the Saints aren't going to score in the first half. It's like, damn, the Cowboys have had the ball 21 minutes out of 24 minutes in the first half. How does that even happen?
Somebody's telling me about that. Yeah. That's crazy, man.
I got scared though because it was like, they're going to come out and be like, these Cowboys think they got something. We're about to score 30 points in one half. And then, nope.
In that episode.
Drew Brees was like, so this is a good defense.
So this is what good defense is like.
All right, so you're going to need to roll a fortitude save, or since you're willing, you can let it just happen.
I'm just let it just happen."
If you're willing and letting it take its effect, then this first fortitude save will not resist the effects of it, but you won't be any closer to death from it.
Okay.
All right, so you are just going to let that happen.
Zach's gonna be so mad when he gets his character back.
If he gets it back.
Maybe
And you are now screaming in pain.
Ah! Oh my god! Oh! What's the side of my neck? Is it on the left or right?
Oh, what would you prefer?
No, it doesn't matter.
Then it'll be the right. It's like right side of the neck.
Ah! Son of a bitch! Oh, I guess it's inverted. You can't see my face. Of course.
All right, and that knocks you unconscious.
Well, at least you're not dead. Yeah.
So he then speaks. Well, I am a fan of backup strategies. Would anyone else like another?
You got what you came here for.
Yeah, I think that's enough.
Well, perhaps I should make my true intentions a little bit clearer then. I intend to give you all the curse mark. The willing ones simply got them out of the way. Made it easier for the fight ahead.
Real quick before that happens, is there anything to substitute in this room with?
No.
Oh shit!
Man,
Okay, when I hear that, I'm gonna activate the Diakragon.
All right, and you see his overwhelming level of chakra.
And I'm gonna take a step. Well, no, if I take a step back now, I'm
You're on different height levels. You won't trigger an attack of opportunity.
gonna take a step back. And leave.
Cage
Goes
stumbles
there.
backward.
Yama, get away from him!
You doing anything, Yoshimitsu?
Well, I just get like an attack action or a movement action.
Or are you gonna try and like back away or do anything clever?
I'm
You could
gonna-
also attack him before combat starts if you'd like.
No, I'm gonna Shundo and grab Buki, and then move back.
You know what? Shundo don't know nothing.
Okay.
Or I guess I'll walk.
Boogie's
out.
gonna mumble in his sleep. Boogie's the best.
Orochimaru's gonna let you. He's not gonna like try and trigger an attack or anything like that.
Nah, Bookie's more like, shh, X Squad.
No, no, Boogie's not part of that.
He's not, I remember.
Not
He's
yet.
grandfathered in.
GG.
Boogie has to prove himself to be part of it.
So we don't have those guns on us anymore, do we?
No, you are completely unarmed.
Fudge.
You got your ninjas.
Yep.
Yeah,
Alternatively,
this
if
is
you one of you can teleport out. Ooh. Ooh.
Hey, no. We can't teleport out.
What was it?
You guys have speed of lightning, right?
Yeah.
You can teleport out.
The speed of lightning isn't actually a teleport. Even though it's marked with the teleport thing on the ability, it is not a teleport. You are just moving so fast that it is like a teleport. Same reason why I've made a warrior whenever he uses it, he can't go through walls.
Speed of lightning yourself through the to the door.
Oh, okay. Can I do something before we start?
Mhm.
I'd like to activate the ability that puts chakra in my hand in the form of lightning, which I don't remember what it's called right now, but I'm just going to say that so you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So if I go to hit him, I'm also doing extra damage.
Okay.
I'll find it in a minute.
I'm gonna. That spot check was to look around, but I'm just seeing the barrier. That's it.
You're seeing the barrier that's above. There's a little bit of a wall outcropping that's before the actual barrier arrives. This barrier, by the way, is just like a box that's going, outside.
We should find a way to break this barrier if we're gonna get out of here.
I'm open for suggestions. I look
Well,
around at the barrier with my Byakugan activated.
There should be a point where it all connects, or maybe more.
Do I need to roll a spot check?
You see that at the base of each of the four corners, you see that there is someone there that appears to be creating the barrier. And you can also tell that they seem to be on the outside of the barrier.
So you still can't do anything about it because it's on the outside of the barrier.
Unless you have a way to get around them, yes.
Good luck, boy.
Can't hear a word you're saying, Nick.
So good luck, boys.
Can I try to heartless sub with one of them?
No.
GG.
Heartless substitution, any substitution always has to be something that you could theoretically be able to go over and touch. And they're on the other side. Could always try touching the barrier, but I'm going to give you the canon information that the last time that happened, it instantly killed a Jonin.
Okay.
So, then you see Yama is still holding strong, looking at Orochimaru from where he is. What kind of power would that curse give us? Orochimaru just kind of, keeps a sinister little smile going. Goes, well, in your case, the power to ensure your brother's defeat.
You don't need it.
And Yama, he just kind of like clenches his fist. He goes, but I do.
You're stronger than he is.
I'm not. You think that you saw my brother fight in that tournament? You didn't. He and I might have both got hit by the same cheap trick, but If there is anyone on this island who I fear more than anyone, more than the general, more than these people, more than any of you, it is that man. My brother. If Masayoshi was here, he could tell you too.
Light message.
But you see, he is being very different from the way you typically know him. He's not being reckless. You can tell that he is very clearly intimidated by Orochimaru, and that this is more of a serious attitude than he typically has.
Really, because that smile doesn't.
Jeez.
Back in my skinny days, I miss you.
And so
we have no choice but to.
We have to try to fight our way out of here.
So try and tap his face. So he's probably like super. I'm still just like tap his face and see if I can wake him up.
you will not be able to succeed in waking him up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it this way. He's not waking up. Set him down. Put up my dupes.
At that point, you see Orochimaru's neck extends outwards to bite at Yama. And Yama will accept it willingly. And you see he falls to his knees and he goes, I'm sorry, you two. But this is the right path. And passes out.
Thank you, Yama.
Captain Buccaneer. Sorry, that's all full Alchemist Brotherhood.
GG.
So Orochimaru is now looking at you two. He goes, well, two of you versus one of me. Are you feeling confident?
I look over Yoshimitsu.
I'm not. We ain't going down without a fight.
I'd be disappointed if it weren't the case, after all. And he specifically looks at you, Kage. One of you seems to be quite capable.
Why me?
And we'll officially enter combat.
Still not getting. All right, let's just do it.
I'm so glad I get to be part of this.
You made your choice. I tried to stop every last one of you.
Yeah, my plan was to have Yama do this one way or another, but you caught me off guard. I expected you to be involved in the fight.
No, I was gonna take it one way or another.
All right. Hey, it might be the smarter option. It does give you more power.
If I don't die.
That.
If you don't die. And you will have to make those rolls to see if you die.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that here once the fight ends. Whether it ends with all of you unconscious or not.
There's no way it doesn't.
Well, there's a couple of ways it could possibly. But that depends on what our team can do. But now we're officially entering combat. Which means... Kage, you are up.
Then Orochimaru, and then Tekken.
Jeez. I didn't think we were going to be fighting Orochimaru this episode.
You understand the reason why I said it's an important episode. Because this could completely change what your character is doing or how they feel. Or if they live.
I'm going to do Lightning Nova technique.
Okay.
And I'm going to max it out to 16d6. Well, of course, it says have no successful reflex save, so you probably won't take any damage at all, I'm sure.
Don't know why I just searched that. That was weird. That's just weird of me to do.
60 foot, cone shape duration, all that stuff.
I think he failed.
Sweet.
Lightning Novas from... What rank is that technique?
It's rank 10. E class.
Yeah, he failed. All right. So roll for damage.
Interesting.
All right, he takes 55 points of damage. Ah! Whoops.
And that is an attack action, so at this point I'm going to run.
Okay.
Just gonna, I can only run 30 feet. Oh no! I'm gonna run there.
And so
So when you say
Orochimaru...
the corners, do you mean the corners of the white? Like the white lines?
No, you can. They're actually outside the borders of the map. You could go to them if you want. I'd have to expand the map.
I'm planning on trying to go to one, just FYI.
Okay. Let me expand the arena appropriately. And hopefully you're all seeing the correct things that you should be.
Probably.
Everyone was
Nice.
where they were, just a little bit lower. More to the right.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So Orochimaru then turns to you, Yoshimitsu. He goes, well, I do like to wait for my desserts, so I guess that means it's time for you.
Wait, I'm dessert or I'm not dessert?
No, you're the...
You're the potatoes. Yama was the meat, you're the potatoes.
Speaking of which... And you see, he just like kind of some drool, and he just like licks his tongue, or licks his super long tongue around his mouth.
Gross.
It's time for the bite. And his head extends outwards at you.
What? I didn't even get a turn.
Well, this is an attack, so it's still he has to make the attack,
What?
and you get the save to avoid even being affected by it.
What do you attack Yama? Give me my chance
It's pre-combat.
to survive. You see, it's what it's what time we're in.
Roll fortitude save.
That's it. Give me my chance to evade this attack. You evil GM.
This is just the downside of initiative order, and you're fighting a fight that was intended to be difficult.
Spear die. There we go.
Alright. You pass the fortitude save, so he goes to bite you, and it's like pretty much, I'm going to say it feels like he didn't get the good grip from it. You're able to kind of react in time from the save. His head kind of whips back. He goes, well, I do hate to play with my food, but if I must.
Spear die.
Alright, now you're up.
Now, I'm gonna activate my bloodline. Use earthen armor, and I'm gonna go ahead and move backwards as well. And in my turn.
All right, Cage, you are up.
I am going to continue to run to one of the corners. So, is it the absolute corner of the map, or is it the corner of the arena right there?
It'll be the absolute corner of the map.
So, like, way the fuck out
Here, I'll actually make the barrier. All right, so Orochimaru is going to. Let's see. All right, well, I thought that might be the case. All right, he's gonna slither on up towards you. He's gonna use a heroic action to do the curse seal, because it is a 4-round action.
Is this now a melee attack?
Huh?
Is this now a melee attack though?
I mean, he's still extending his head out, but I mean, it was a melee attack in either way. It was kind of like a reach attack that you'd see with whips and things like that.
Okay.
But yeah, if you have bonuses for melee, then it will go to that defense.
Yeah.
Great roll.
I'm gonna live today, boys.
This will be the day we waited for. This will be the day we opened up the door.
You hope, son. You hope.
We're hoping. That's all I get. That's all I get.
And so he goes to bite, and you're able to just kind of like dodge out of the way. He goes, Actually, I'm going to say the earthen armor blocks it. He goes to bite at you. The earthen armor just like stops him. He goes, well, you'll be more of a nuisance than I thought.
I told you. We ain't going down without a fight.
I suppose. Now it's your turn.
Oh, yeah, okay. Cool. Yoshimaru stance, swapping, and then I'm gonna activate Limbs of Stone.
Okay.
And because I need to go away from him. So, thank goodness. Okay, I'm using Shundo. Actually, I can't use Shundo because I have it armor. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here actually because I'm gonna trigger an attack of opportunity. Well, he can't bite with that, or can he? I'm gonna just try it. Try
That's all questions asking.
So he will go to bite at you. This won't be a curse seal, but it will be a bite attack.
That's fine.
Does that hit?
That is a miss right now. Currently at 28 and 29 for melee.
Okay. So that's his turn. He's going to slither right past you. He's going, well, I'll go for the one who's getting away first.
Oh no! Stop it, guys! This isn't funny.
You're up, Cage. Oh, wait. You're supposed to go before him. I don't know why I did that. Orochimaru's turn will be delayed.
Okay. Well, now I know what he's gonna do. Sorry, I've been reading.
What you been reading?
One of my abilities. I was reading what the range was.
Ah.
That's why I've been moving.
Remember, you can't run outside of the barrier.
I'm not going to run outside the barrier. I'm going to teleport outside the barrier.
Oh, do you have teleport?
Yes.
What ability?
It is
Dimension
Dimension Shift.
Shift.
All right.
Damn.
That is allowed. I will make the people who are putting up the barrier as well as something else.
Oh man, you're gonna make this hard, aren't you?
Oh, this was already
Yeah.
planned to be hard. This is a fight that was aimed for you to fail, but it's you could surprise me. So for these
it's not like I can do anything anyway. It's a full round action, so.
Don't move right there.
Yep.
So you pretty much you get far enough to where you know that your teleport will teleport you outside of the barrier, and you teleport towards the corner, and you see that you're next to a man who is placing both of his hands up and is forming two of the walls. But as you also teleport outside that barrier, you notice that there's someone else who is around you.
Good luck.
Oh boy. Did you expect this? Oh man,
I
that's
didn't
not
expect you
fair.
to have teleport, but I planned accordingly.
That's
He
not fair. That's not fair.
planned it for me though.
Yeah, I planned it for Nick.
That's not fair. I'm gonna fight Orochimaru.
Better get back in here then.
Hey. Use your speed of lightning and run away.
I can't just leave. I can't just leave Yoshimitsu in there.
Well,
You kind of just did.
I can't run away. Look at every corner of the fucking thing where Owari is.
Rip.
He's at every midpoint.
Correct.
He'll be on me
Yeah.
in seconds.
Good luck.
it'll be on you like wet on privilege.
Good luck.
It's one of my favorite sayings, by the way.
Good luck.
No, he'll be on you like wet on privilege. Just because I said ironically for the current PC
Well,
culture.
wait. I'm trying to hold on. I'm trying to think. Do I want to use a heroic surge to try to knock this guy off the barrier, or do I want to save that heroic surge for Nick? Are you in a car?
No, I'm not in a fucking. Yes, oh my god.
Damn, it's gotta be cold in there.
Oh, I got my heaters on.
I'm trying to think. Do I want to do that, or do I want to save it for when I might need it here in a minute to get away?
You have it twice.
I do have two of them. Okay. Heroic Surge. I'm going to try to knock this guy back off of this. And I have an ability that does that. It knocks people back.
Some quick thinking there.
If you want, you can have Orochimaru go while I'm looking for it, I guess. I don't want to waste
Well,
a lot. You're going to edit it out anyway, I guess.
He's
Yeah.
already gone.
And there's someone else who will now be indoctrinated into initiative order.
Yeah. I don't want to even look at that.
All right, roll the 14.
I guess he's gonna have to roll off with Orochimaru.
And he wins. What if he loses?
He wins. Which also means that he's next.
Rest in peace.
Where the fuck is this thing?
I don't know.
This is called not being prepared, kids.
Well, Naruto's also got a lot to be prepared for. A lot more than most
Okay.
D&D.
Okay. In addition, on a successful attack, the target must make a fortitude check to be pushed back 1d4 times 5 feet. So as a instant action, I'm going to go into the Yuga stance, and then I'm going to use Void Palm of Divination.
Void Bomb. Okay. Sorry, DC, that I was thinking you were going to be using.
Let's call it ear palm.
Is it Heavenly
Thanks.
Void Palm? Or just Void Bomb?
Do I even have Heavenly Void Palm?
I have no idea.
Yeah, let's just call it
Does
ear
Heavenly Void Palm do that too? It does. I'm going to do Heavenly Void Palm.
This is the real English dub.
Yeah, what's the real English dub? What'd you say?
I said let's just use the ear palm.
Yeah, there we go. I was quizzing you.
Sounds cooler.
And I'm going to
Makes more sense.
increase the chakra on it to knock the opponent back farther if it goes, I guess. So what do I need to roll a hit check? I don't know how that works.
You won't have to roll a hit check on this guy. He's standing still. He's
Okay,
pretty much
so-
immobile.
So he's just gonna have to roll a save.
Yep, he's just going to roll the save. And the odds are against him. He fails, and you knock him away.
All right. And what goes with that? So he'll have to roll a I'm confused.
What? He already rolled his fortune save. He was knocked back.
Yeah, but it says a certain distance and it does certain damage.
It
Does
doesn't
that
matter. No,
Okay.
not here. Because there's a limit onto the screen, I'm only going to have him pushed back 20. So you can still roll the damage. That's pretty much it.
I'll be calculating that while you go do someone else, I guess.
That's where the gas turn is.
These are spends. Six and
What happens if I do this? Alright. Just gonna leave it at that. So you see that the barrier drops, Yoshimitsu. And immediately you notice a few things happen.
You Owari clones in Owari.
And you see that they're just kind of like hopping, and they've just landed there, and they're getting ready to keep moving. They're not stopped, like they're not looking at you, they're not moving towards you or anything like that.
Cage.
there's his damage.
All right, he takes 21 points of damage. You knock him away. You see he's kind of like collecting himself, getting up, and you see that he has black eyes.
That's racist.
Sorry, not black eyes. You see he has red eyes with the black sclera.
I see.
Been a while since we've seen these ones. And you see the two of the Awaris have teleported up next to you. Or at least not
Okay.
teleported, they've
So,
dashed up
did
next to you.
You said cage, Yoshimitsu?
Yeah.
Get out and save yourself!
So Owari now has the what's it called? What's the fucking eye called?
Nothing.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking about the person who he knocked out had the red eyes,
Oh,
not Owari.
I was about to say, like Owari's got fucking eyes now. The Uchiha eyes.
I'm not going to pull that level of bullshit. I'm trying to keep the Uchiha out of this as much as I can.
You didn't say entirely out.
Well, like I said, the game is open for you to create characters for the 4 remaining ones. You can make an argument as to why you'd be an Uchiha. I'll give you a reasonable amount of benefit of the doubt.
That was Madara's great
Sasuke's
grandson.
daughter gets around.
Madara didn't have children. Madara died a virgin.
I was Madara's brother's other brother's.
Madara's
great
brother
grandson.
also died a virgin. And Madara's brother's brother is Madara.
Yeah, they
Damn
yeah,
right.
there we go.
Oh, we're in the middle of doing a D&D session, just so you know.
What?
We're doing a D&D session.
Oh, well, excuse the fuck out of me.
You know, oh.
That's sad. He could have stayed and listened if he wanted to. I wasn't being mean.
I would have appreciated some commentary every now.
I wouldn't.
I know you wouldn't.
Well, I'm scared now because here comes Santa Claus.
Ho, ho, ho. Pulling out the fucking Baransu blades.
All of them are, which makes no sense.
It's clones. They're shadow clones.
So which way is the door to get the fuck out of here?
The door?
Yeah, because
But, I mean, you're in a town. You can technically go anyway.
so I could just like keep running.
Or you could teleport again and
Keep
go
running
very,
south.
very far away, like 250 meters.
I don't have
Sure.
that. I don't have that much. Wow,
That's
what do
the
you do?
dimension shift.
Dude, it says 60 feet times 60 feet per level. Well, I guess I could do that.
yeah.
That is
You
per
can
level,
go
isn't it?
Yeah, you can go ways.
I did not
Yeah.
read that very well.
So that was Warrior's turn. Now it's Orochimaru's turn. Orochimaru's just kind of... He's going to turn around and look back at Yoshimitsu. He's going to say, well, it appears that your friend is giving us some trouble. But it's okay. More alone time for us.
Run!
He's gonna get his face like super up in yours too. Like once he gets right up there, he's gonna be like, "Are you ready for the games?"
Bring it on.
His neck's like super long while he says it.
Nothing
Stretching
bad.
all the way around you and then back to where his head actually is, just to intimidate.
Are you gonna get me?
All right, so now it's your turn, Yoshimitsu.
And attack of opportunity as he runs away.
Precisely. Gosh dang you. Yama. F you. Yama.
What about freaking Buki? It's not just F you Yama, it's F you Buki too.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that we know
You said
that
my name?
freaking your boy over here is not going to be truthful. He's going to do whatever he wants.
Talking about Buki?
No, I'm talking about Orochimaru. He'll say one thing and do another.
When has Orochimaru ever lied to you?
Just then, he was like,
No, he's
"Yeah,
never lied.
let me bite one person on the neck, and everything's good." And then it was like, Just
He
kidding, I'm gonna
he
bite
only told
everybody.
half the truth. He said, "I'm going to bite one person on the neck,"
Half
and then
the
he
truth
said,
is
"I'm also going
lying.
to bite more."
half the truth is lying.
Listen, Ozpin did nothing wrong, okay?
Oh,
That's a
fair. It's not fair.
that's a possible Ruby spoiler.
Well, by this point.
At the time this comes out, it'll be, when Volume 7's coming out, but still.
Alright, I'm just gonna go into a total defense stance and fight against fate as long as I possibly can.
Okay. So that's your turn?
That is my turn.
All right. Cage, your turn. Before you do take your turn, Awar is going to speak. And you see it's this one right here. He's just kind of talking, saying, "Well done. My orders aren't to fight you. My orders are to get this barrier back up. So, you can run along."
I can't leave my friend inside there.
But as long as you're inside the barrier, I'm going to do my best to keep you in there. Once you're out, I'm free. Well, you are.
Free him! Free him! Free him! Get out!
Well, there's 4 of you, and 2 of you are inside the barrier.
The barrier doesn't inhibit me.
Doesn't inhibit me either.
So what will you do?
Save your friend to be a
Fucker.
coward.
You got 2 choices here. Mr. Washington here.
No, I am not. I am not Kozukai.
Those who betray their friend, or is it those who break? What was it? What was the first part of it? Those who break the rules are scum. Those who betray their friends are worse than scum. But still, the end of the result of this could be death. So,
Can I ask a question?
would you rather be dead than scum?
Can I ask a question?
What?
If I teleported to Yoshimitsu and then who's heroic surge, could I grab him and teleport far away?
Does a
That's far
dimension
away.
shift
No,
allow you to
because-
grab people?
Yeah, it allows you to grab someone, and if you can carry them, you can teleport them away. But it is a full round action. From past games, you have let me do that.
That doesn't mean he'll do it now. Things have
That is
changed.
true.
You won't.
But
You won't be able to do it
will-
through heroic search. You will be able to do it through normal means.
But I have to get to him first. That's what I'm saying. So if I teleport
Speed
to
of
him,
lightning.
I'd
Means you'll
get
have
him.
to spend a turn next to him and risk the consequences.
Deeply contemplating.
You could do speed of lightning, walk up to him or run up to him, then teleport out with
No.
heroic surge.
Well, I don't know. Will Connor allow that? The
Well,
speed of
Uh,
lightning's
Get to him in one move, and then
it's
heroic
attack
surge.
action.
Speed of lightning is an attack action. What's the range of it right now?
The range of
For
it
you.
is 20 plus 10 per every 2 levels. So that would be
Not 120.
no. I wouldn't be able to make it, son.
If it was within your range, I would have allowed that. But that's the reason why it's not.
You'd also ready in action yell Takashi to speed of
Takashi.
lightning.
Takshi's ended his turn.
Silas.
There's
and
a reason
Takashi
I
have
waited
mentioned
for this moment.
Fucking Takashi's not here.
Oh, sorry.
He
Nick
just,
is called Mike Takashi, and he's called me Silas. This game so far.
No,
It's
I
because
don't- I'll call him Mike Tekken. So in my head, it just switched to Tekken and Takashi.
Jesus.
I do want to say that that action itself would still be abandoning your friends, unless you don't consider Buki or Yama friends. then we're
They've
it's
been
all-
bit
we're all
already.
good.
Both of them said bite me. Why would he? He doesn't give a shit about
Ye-
them. He's gonna leave them here.
And I guess that's the question that I think Yoshimitsu's bringing up is, are they just going to in fact leave them there, or are they going to try and take them?
Yeah, I don't know what this man's goals are. What's right?
But Orochimaru's never lied to you, so he's got no reason to take them.
You know, if I get another character take,
Why can we end up back in the Leaf Village? We're kidnapping them back in the Leaf.
bro,
This is ridiculous.
The odds are stacked against you. You have a choice to make. Choose wisely.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Oh, don't go there. As an instant action, can you get some of your some shit out of your chakra pool?
Well, that's a swift action, not an instant.
So what does that mean?
I mean, it's a swift action. You only get one swift action a turn.
Perfect. I'd like to take some out of that.
All
I
right, roll a
can.
chakra control check. The DC for that one remains at 15. You succeed. You can pull as much as you need out.
And how much what can I pull without it being without
Up to
it
half.
causing problematic? Okay,
As soon as you
So
go
I
beyond
can
half,
pull
that's when it
11.
causes an issue.
so I can pull 11 out and be okay, or I can pull 10 out and be okay.
You can pull 11 out.
Cool. I'm gonna yell, Yoshimitsu, run to the others! And then I'm going to oh god. Gonna teleport up to this one. And then use a heroic surge to try to knock this one out too. With the
Okay.
same move.
Okay.
So he'll have to roll his shit. Trying to bide more time because there has to be 4 parts of the square, right?
He resists.
Motherfucker.
You get a perfect one.
Still takes damage though. Fuck it.
It'll still take damage.
Hey, drag round
Boom.
Terry Paul.
Get maxed out.
GG.
I gotta drop some shit.
Under the pressure.
Yeah, for real. Dun, 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 chicka, dun, dun.
All right. So now it's Warrior's turn. And you see the barriers back up. That's Warrior's turn. You see that those two that are inside there, they just kind of calm down as they see the barriers back up, and they just turn and they just look to observe the fight. Now it's Orochimaru's turn. He's going to try and bite you again using the curse seal. Ooh!
Yes.
He's gonna bite himself.
Not a critical failure, but he goes to make the bite at you and just fumbles.
Breaks his teeth.
Bites,
Come on.
bites his tongue.
He extends his head out to the left to like try and swerve around the little pillars holding up that outpost next to you. And he just accidentally kind of gets himself tied up and like hits a pole. It's like pulls it back.
And then Yoshimitsu laughs a little and then keeps running.
After that, I ain't laughing.
Some son.
I ain't trying to trigger this man.
It might be a smart move.
Kill us all.
All right, so he hardcore fails. You're up, Yoshimitsu.
All right, I am gonna move all the way back.
All right, triggering the attack of opportunity.
Indeed.
I didn't roll that with a modifier.
Even at that modifier in there.
I just rerolled 26.
That is a miss, Captain.
All right.
You have some like very low rolls, which is good. It's working out here.
Yeah, Cage.
How much does everybody weigh?
You got on. You got on.
Okay,
Do some
so
quick
I weigh
maths
about
here.
120.
I don't know how much Yamo weighs, but I'm assuming he weighs a lot.
I didn't give him the official weight. He'll go with someone who's his size.
I can tell you what Silas weighed, and Silas is bigger than him. Here, hold on.
I mean, let's
I
not quite
weigh
say bigger.
Silas was
200.
350.
He won't be that much. He'll be 300.
My current weight is 290 pounds because of this earthen armor. I'm 210 without.
So
So that's roughly
200.
700 pounds.
let me look.
If you can lift 700 pounds, you will be a god.
I can lift 1,200 pounds off the ground.
And then that will work.
That's for a solid thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty strong, but older and everything.
All right, so your turn.
Well, Yoshimitsu, are you strong?
Can I lift 1,000 pounds?
Well, I mean, it's not
Maybe.
1,000 pounds. It's 300, 420 pounds.
That's total.
You'd be lifting Yama and Buki.
Oh, me. Like,
Yes.
I'll have to lift them. I think I can. Let me look at the values here that I failed to write down.
Man,
Tisk.
I'm imagining.
Tisk, what's your strength, Mike?
Imagine.
16. Or the score is 16.
What were you saying, Nick?
I'm just imagining Tekken grabbing me and Yama, and then Cage grabbing Tekken by the waist, looking at Orochimaru, sticking out his tongue, going, "No," and then teleporting away.
Okay, I can tell you this. That's definitely not my character's style. He's more serious than that, but I get what you're saying. That would be hilarious. Like maybe doing one of. Can you see my screen right now, Nick?
No.
Okay, you know that thing that they do in some animes where they like pull their eye down like.
Yeah.
Stink eye.
Man, that'd be so great.
I have a feeling you're not going to be able to carry him.
Am I carrying them, or you?
I
carrying
was
them?
wanting you to drag them, push them, pull them towards me, so I could actually on the next turn, so I could run to you and then teleport the fuck out of there. Because I can't. If I teleport to you, they have a chance to get to us still.
Oh yeah, but I mean, as of right now, I got a chance to get to us either way, or a chance to get to me either way.
You know what? You don't have to worry about it because I've already used both heroic surges. Don't worry about it.
I'm taking a look.
Well, I can't run to you and then teleport because teleporting is a full round action, so there's no point.
What's your strength modifier, Cage?
You mean score?
No, sorry, it's score.
24.
24. You can only lift 500 pounds.
Off the ground?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not what I read.
You lift double your maximum load. Oh, yeah, maximum load. Right. Sorry, I was looking at light load. 700, 1400. Yeah, okay. Sorry, that's right. And so then for 16, that would be 230 pounds times 2. You can lift 460 pounds. Yoshimitsu.
He can lift it, but that doesn't mean he can sit there and like move and run with it or anything.
Well, that'd be the equivalent, yeah.
Well, if you're dragging something or you're trying to run with something like that, you could probably only move like half of what you normally could, right, Connor?
You'll be in a
Yeah,
heavy
that's
load at
reduced,
that
yeah.
point. So yeah, you'll take a heavily reduced movement.
So it'd still make this work. Yes, we're still imposing the same risk.
Anyway, is it my turn?
Yep.
As indeed turns.
All right. So I'm gonna do a knockout punch on this guy instead, so I don't waste any more chakra.
Okay.
Or improved knockout. Sorry.
Okay.
So just gonna roll a hit check. Maybe. I'm not stupid. Let's say that's a hit.
That's it. I thought you were
And
just
then
gonna roll the
Oh
damage.
yeah, because it's just damage, right? Yeah. So it's not actual. This isn't actual damage. This goes towards the I can roll damage, but it's also I roll times 3 on this for the Constitution, the first Constitution roll or whatever. Which I don't know if that's that anyway.
It's just to break his Constitution ability score.
Yeah.
Which I can't imagine that you'll fail. Or not exceed his. Alright. And you hit him, but he stays conscious.
Well, let's just do the regular damage then. So he still takes 16 points of damage, but he probably still stays up. Okay.
The heavy sigh.
Oh wait. There, he takes that too.
Okay.
Because of the lightning damage in my hands, I forgot about that.
Okay.
So it's still on for I think another turn.
Yeah, sounds fun to me. I'm not going to double check that right now. Orochimaru's going to move up to you, Yoshimitsu.
Knew it.
And he's going to end his turn. Or, of course, not taking his turn.
Oh, you planning something here? What do you think you're doing?
He wants me to teleport to you, so we're all together.
You're up, Cage.
You mean me?
Sorry, Yoshimitsu.
I'm gonna take my defensive stance back up. Actually, you know what? Let me try this. Let me try this out.
Yeah, can't he take a defensive stance while carrying 2 people?
Oh, I haven't actually taken over yet.
Oh, okay.
You see how this works out here. I'm gonna use a mudslide barrier right in front of me, which the effect I'm assuming is going to happen is going to lift him into the air, unless it's just going to like push him back, I guess.
Why would it push him into the air?
It's a barrier that the height is a 80 foot by 80 foot.
Mud slide barrier. That's a really misleading name.
It is very misleading. it's Doryu Heki. You remember the Orochimaru third Hokage fight?
Yeah.
That's the earth move, that big earth wall that the third Hokage used.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that causes him to be lifted up.
Yeah, put him 80 feet into the air. Go ahead and max that out. Actually,
currently
a bit higher now.
He is 80 feet in the air.
It's over. He has the high ground.
Oh no. I'm giving him the high
It's
ground.
over, Yoshimitsu. I have the high ground.
Oh, and I can make it
high ground.
like I can make it 100 feet now. So I'm gonna make it 100 feet.
Okay.
10 feet per level. Get some distance there. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and pick them up.
Are you gonna move, or can you move?
That depends, because I guess it's all part of if that's all part of one action, then yeah, I guess I can.
Technically, picking one of them up is a swift action, so picking 2 of them up would be a move action. So that would be the end of your turn.
I'm just gonna ditch that then. I'm just going to end my turn and ready in action to pick them up if Cage moves a little bit closer here. Well, I guess you can't actually move, can you?
Well, why wouldn't you just use one swift action to pick one up, and then use a swift action your next turn to pick the other one up?
Well, because my move action, now I'm trying to utilize that. Otherwise, it's pretty much just going to be wasted. I may as well just pick them both up or just wait until next turn.
Yeah, pretty much. There's not really
Cage,
much
you're
you can do one way or the other. All right, heavenly, got a heavenly void palm again on this one.
Okay.
So there's the damage. Wow, the maxed out again. That's nice.
All right.
And then
And
he
he'll
has
do
to
the
roll his
fortitude.
thing. Come on, not another 20.
And he fails. Is knocked away. Barrier ends. I'm just gonna leave it up this time because I don't want to redraw it in case it comes back up.
And then I'm gonna start running towards them. Only 30 feet, obviously.
Does the barrier still up or no?
It's down.
No, like I just said, I'm not going to
Okay.
actually take it away because I don't want to redraw it if it goes back up.
Oh, that's my turn.
All right. Boop. 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 Actually, they're going to be on top of the wall. So they're both looking at you, Cage, as you're kind of running towards them, and they're kind of making their way towards your direction. And Orochimaru is just going to step off. Actually, Orochimaru is getting a little sick of this. He opens his mouth and he pulls out his sword and he steps off, or leaving the sword in his mouth. It's like the hilt is still in his mouth, but the sword is actually going out. And he's just going to aim down using the fall speed to go and penetrate to try and stab you, Yoshimitsu.
Okay, so he's 100 feet up. How long does it take to get? Because that might not.
He'll hit the ground next turn.
Oh, run! Run!
Is that the sword of Kusanagi?
Maybe.
Is that the legendary?
Maybe.
Roll
Run to me!
Ninja lore.
Run!
Yeah, I gotta roll this Ninja lore real quick.
I can't run away now. That's the sword I want. I'm
I
gonna
can't
kick
even
your
use
ass.
Fuck that. Get your ass over here.
Yeah.
You do not recognize the sword.
Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna use one move action to pick these guys up.
All right.
Into my movement speed is. All right, so first off, this is a wall.
Yeah.
So
Going
no
about 20
gate.
feet up.
Oh, it's okay. That
I
makes
guess-
it kind of more complicated.
Here, there
I
would.
thought these were technically bleachers that he was standing in. Oh, okay, cool. He made it.
That
there.
right there would be the doorway.
Okay. So how far can I move with
20 feet.
Okay. So I'm pretty much gonna do
20
like
feet on each movement, or 20 feet altogether.
It's gonna be 20 feet altogether.
just like
Rip.
so I'm pretty much gonna pull. I'm gonna drag these guys and then lay them down once I reach the destination, so I can properly defend myself.
Okay. So it would be
boy.
20 on each movement, but he only gets one movement. So
Yeah. That's right.
all right. Orochimaru slams into the ground. Bears back up.
And now I'm inside.
Oh yeah, I also skipped your turn. Let me go back.
Man, he wants us dead.
Barrier's not up yet.
You're up, Cage.
Oh, it's still a long ways away.
Yeah, you won't be able to rest cycle that either.
Keep on trucking. Trucking.
Fuck it. Teleport to you.
All right. So now it's Warrior's turn. Bear's back up. Orochimaru is slammed into the ground. That doesn't count as his turn. That was just gravity as well.
You said his face. He was going face first though, so he's stuck in the ground. I'm just saying.
That's fine. He's not using the sword. He's pulling his mouth up around. He's gonna launch his neck back at you, Yoshimitsu.
GG.
God, he's got that range.
The neck.
Orochimaru's neck is disgustingly overpowered, and there's a reason I haven't let anyone else get anything like it.
You mean you didn't shut the door, Yoshimitsu?
Hey, I was
never
there
specified.
dragging 2 people.
Oh, the
Goodness.
shit rolls though.
He has not rolled over a 10. Actually, he hasn't rolled over a 6.
You rolled that nat 20, but you
Outside
passed
of
the
that,
fortitude save. All right, so that's his turn. Yoshimitsu.
Grab onto me!
Alright, I pick them up and then I grab onto you. Using my entire action. Or my
How are you gonna
entire
grab
turn.
onto him when you're picking them
He's
both
gonna
up?
pick him up, and then I'm gonna reach my arms under him, and then I'm gonna pick him up.
I have 4 arms. I'm actually part of that clan.
Zexto.
That is like the spider stuff.
Not the Zexta, that's Star Wars.
I know.
Okay, so now it's Cage's turn.
I'm gonna reach under, pick him up, and then go cheese
All right.
out of here.
And you all disappear.
I wish to go back home.
I just can't wait to roll my fortitude tips.
So when that happens, you hear a sinister laugh echoing throughout the base.
Yoshimitsu. Don't leave me hanging, son. Opposite hand of what you're thinking. Opposite hand of what you're thinking.
Mirror, mirror on the walls. If I push this way, oh, you can't actually see it.
That's awkward. Here we go. Yeah. Pop.
Let me ask
Hey,
you.
that means that we won. That means we won.
That means we win.
Maybe. Until they catch up with us in a second.
So War teleports right next to you. It's like, hey guys, wink.
You said you weren't going to do that, Awari.
My orders changed.
No. Use them.
Jeez.
But no, you see that the bear ends up disappearing and everyone ends up going on their own way. You see, I'm just gonna give the TLDRs to what's happened with everyone else. Ooh. Remember these tokens though.
Everyone's unconscious, but
Now,
Tekken and
you see that everyone was fighting Wari, different shadow clones of his.
Like everybody, like all of our
The
companions?
base, all of your allies, everything. This was a full-on base assault. And whereas there's not that much damage to be had, you can also tell that what you guys achieved, aside from you getting you two out of there, but like everyone else, they didn't achieve victory. They didn't kill any forces. All they did was defend themselves from an attack that was merely a distraction. And everyone understands exactly what that was.
Rest in peace.
What
Now,
is
why
that?
is this man Orochimaru on a different continent looking for vessels? What you doing, Orochimaru? Thought you was above this now.
Orochimaru. Orochimaru does what Orochimaru does.
So one of the most inconsistent things about the actual canon of Boruto is the fact that Orochimaru is still allowed to do his experimentation, which includes using other people as vessels, but just doesn't face the repercussions anymore because he's slightly less evil.
GG.
Boruto's done a lot of things with their villains that makes me kind of like, wait, what the fuck are you doing? Did you see the most recent thing? Like, Anoki is apparently a villain again?
What?
No.
Yeah. I haven't actually watched the episode, but I saw like a bunch of people were up in arms because Inoki was like trying to move against the bulk of the ninja world. I was like, what the fuck? A, he's still alive, which is, at least I got that right, but B, really?
I'm so super excited we got away from freaking Orochimaru.
GG.
Well, a couple of you did.
All right, let's roll these fortitude.
Yep, time to roll these fortitude saves. Let me pull it up here.
The thing is, the two that didn't are the ones that said, okay, bite me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if Awari was actually coming after us, I don't think we would have got away.
Just makes it curious as to why I wasn't actually going after you and trying to hold you down, huh?
I think he probably wants to see how good we are, test us. Not Awari, but
Orochimaru. Hey, you want the metagame?
Yeah.
You're right.
Fuck. I like Cage. Oh no. I like Yoshimitsu too. He's hard to hit.
I got lucky, honestly.
He had some
Although
real
that
shit
did
rolls.
help.
Alright, so that's happened. Blah, blah, blah.
Hey, metagaming question, Connor.
Uh-huh.
Knowing that Orochimaru goes for the neck, could you technically
He doesn't have to go for the neck, it's just his habit.
well, knowing that that's his habit and seeing it over and over, could you technically put something on your neck and
So you're-
cover
Booby
it
trap
up?
your neck?
So,
Yeah.
So you're gonna go Mob Deep?
what?
I don't get that reference out there.
Man, you guys suck. You're gonna protect you in the neck.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Man, I wish you guys got that reference.
Okay, blah, blah, blah. After 10 fortitude saves in a row at the rate of once per day. We're going to do them all in a single day, just like last time.
Where do we end up? Where we end up hiding out right now?
The DC is 15 on this one. But because of because that one and Yisu took it willingly, that's going to remain 15. Had you not taken it willingly, that DC would have been 20. What the fuck are you rolling without a modifier for?
It was an accident.
Oh, was it they said, Cage?
Where did we end up going, or does it matter?
I'm gonna say you just teleported to the other side of the town. You saw that's where all the fighting was kind of happening. And after you all kind of teleported away, pretty much all the fighting just stopped as all the warriors just disappeared.
While they're doing fortitude saves, I'm leaning back against the wall, breathing heavily. You guys are heavy. Why are you so heavy, Yoshimitsu?
No, I've got all these stones all over my body. I also carry some rocks in my pocket.
Oh, Jesus.
So Kami walks up to you guys and goes, "What the hell happened to you two? Or did you four?"
Orochimaru.
Yeah.
We got
What about-
away, but these two didn't.
He's just kind of looking at him and he goes, "That's the curse seal, the curse mark. That's not good. That's not good at all. I'm gonna start trading
failed
immediately."
one. Failed one. How many does he roll?
He rolls 10. If he fails 2 in a
1,
row, he dies.
2, 3. Oh boy.
So you can buy a Sabuki, boys.
This could be it.
Sabuki,
Ooh.
gonna run.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're halfway through. You've been close to death once. What are the odds? What are the odds that you'll die? From what I can guesstimate, it's about 70% that you'll live. 30% that you'll die.
I'll miss you, Buki. Buki too, I'm sorry.
If this is the second of Zach's characters to die to a curse mark, I think it'll be funny, though.
This will be fantastic.
How many has he rolled so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah,
got
this
four
is
more.
the 6th.
Oh, I thought that one was the 6th.
Yeah.
That was the 28. Another roll. Okay, so this is the 7th. Roll coming up. He's got 3 more. Come on, buddy. Does that count?
That's a pass. So you've got a 25% chance of failure, essentially.
Eight. So if he gets this last one, technically he doesn't have to roll the last one.
Technically. But the question is he going to get the last one?
He
Or is
did.
he going to get this one? All right. You can roll the 10th one if you want. It won't really matter.
Shout out to only failing one time.
You got some solid rolls. Orochimaru could have used some of those.
Oh, shout out to failing twice.
Ooh. All right. So we'll cover everything that'll go into here in a moment. Yama, the odds of him failing are incredibly low,
You have to roll after
but
two.
He's also, I've had a habit of rolling ones for both him and Lex, so.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was literally just about to say he's about to get a one. I couldn't even get it out of it. I can't say it
4,
fast.
5, 6, 7. Oh,
Yes.
8,
F you,
9,
Yama.
10.
It serves, son.
Oh my
No, he
god.
lived. He barely
I
lived.
lived.
15's a lip. 15's a pass.
Oh, dang. All right. I got
Look
too
at you.
excited
You're missing once in the die.
All right, so now I'm going to
Let's
do
do
a
that.
different effect here. And this will come into fruition a little bit later. Roll a 1d6, Boki. So that's Yama.
Yama's gonna become half bull.
Okay, you got the 1.
I hope that's a good curse.
He's the one natural one.
Oh, you'll find out.
Taking
Yeah, I
things
know. I just hope it's nothing to do with my face.
Well, what's gonna happen is you're gonna grow an extra person on your back.
I swear to God. Just throw another back of me, another me on my back.
That's not what's going to happen. That's an ability that you could learn if you decided to go train under Orochimaru, but it's not part of the curse seal.
I could actually be Buki 2.
GG.
You finally go and see your father again, Hira. It's like, Daddy! It's like, son, my boys!
God,
Puts
Boogie
his head
too.
in between both of their heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so those two, you see, they're kind of like stabilizing as it's progressing. Let me make sure there's nothing else I need to do for this before I get ahead of myself. All right, so you can no longer have a seal slot on your body, just so you know. You now have gained the curse seal template. You have gained 2 negative levels, which means you can only hit a maximum level of 18. But you will gain the curse seal template, which gives you a number of other modifiers and abilities.
Can you just send this all through Discord? Because, my computer's dead and I'm on my phone.
Yeah, I'm just giving a rundown for you in the audience, essentially.
Okay.
As well as one, that's not part of the curse seal template. There is also a new class that you have access to for when you level up. I mean, yeah, it would have been fun for all 4 of you to be cursed.
No, it would not have.
Oh, it would have been fun.
I mean,
yeah, you're all level 9.
we could still be cursed technically. It's just it's gonna be harder for them to get us.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
I
right
would
about that.
rather.
And then we were asleep and he bit us on our necks.
Can I do a curse transfer?
Oh, you cannot transfer the curse, no.
Dang it.
Chip. I would rather seppuku than become a potential vessel for Orochimaru. F that.
But that's metagame. What would Yoshimitsu do?
Seppuku before I let Orochimaru.
I guess it's a good thing you don't have your katana then.
Don't worry, I got some fists of stone. That'll do.
Oh my God.
So, regardless, that's everything I had planned.
All right, let me seppuku before Orochimaru comes.
No dialogue or anything.
I got curse mark.
The purpose of this one was to just get to see if the curse mark would happen, really. There was some stuff that would happen if you guys had been taken by Orochimaru, or had you been all cursed. But as that was not the case,
wise, if we would have left Yama and Buki too, they would have been taken.
They would have been taken. Yoshimitsu made the right call by bringing that up.
God damn it! I'm glad I didn't get taken.
So
that would have been twice.
I'm gonna look over at I'm gonna look up over at was it Kami you said?
Yeah.
So it looks like y'all had your hands full as well.
Yeah. Unfortunately so. Owari. So he's here. Now we have the actual proof, I guess.
Kind of makes you think, what are these people that are housing us thinking right now?
After seeing the devastation that one single man can do, they're either thinking we're freaks or we're going to save them.
I have a feeling they're going to kick us out.
And so at that point, you see Hector. You see he walks up on you. He goes, "We're not going to kick you out. Why would we do that?"
Sense motive. I don't know if that's Hector.
He did just play us.
We sense chakra.
Sense motive can also help detect it. You have no reason to not believe him. We also know that the minimum DC is 20 for nefarious purposes. So,
Well, my Byakugan is still active.
is it
Yeah, I never turned it off.
okay? Yeah, you can look at him.
I'm looking at him.
All right. So he's got a regular human chakra level.
Oh, he can suppress it. God dang it.
He can mimic. Orochimaru can mimic.
Yeah.
Hold
up.
How am I supposed to believe that's you?
So what do you mean?
Show faith.
Orochimaru just copied, made himself you, and then. How am I supposed to know this is actually you?
You're the ninja. Don't you have a way to check for that kind of thing?
Can Buki wake up right now?
No.
Dang.
You're still unconscious for a few hours.
I mean, if I punched you really hard, it might knock the concentration, but I'm not gonna do that.
Oh my god, do it.
We're just gonna take it on a leap of faith.
No, you can-
So don't imagine how anyone in your world trusts each other if that's how dangerous this can be.
I'm just tired.
Yeah, I guess so. It's been a long day for all of us, and it's not even noon yet, so.
X squad.
Shiji. It's gonna be okay, Buki.
So what kind of devastation was there?
Nothing severe. Only damage that we tried to inflict to him that was wasted. He didn't kill any of us. He didn't even wound any of us. All he did was keep us pushed back.
He held you back, so Orochimaru could have his way. Try to have his way with us.
I guess so. Since it looks like you ran into someone who we didn't, seems like you would be the focus.
Well, he got two of us, and there's a good chance he'll come back for the other two.
You see, at this point, he kind of places his hand on his sidearm. He goes, "Does that mean that we need to?"
No, they're okay. They're not under his control. They're just. I guess I could roll a knowledge lore check to see if I actually know.
Buki's gonna say
Buki's unconscious.
Follow Orochimaru.
Oh, that's pretty good. I've been rolling good.
You're familiar enough with Orochimaru and his curse seal and how it generally works.
It just means that he could use them as potential vessels for a new body. Or like a host.
Theoretically, it's not required, but as well, that makes them a liability. But that's kind of what we're dealing with right now.
So what's next?
I think that you've all earned some rest.
We're gonna need it.
We'll try and fix things here. Just clean up a little bit after our own damage that we've caused, and see if we can find a way to keep a more vigilant watch, so that way this doesn't happen again.
Yeah, I could use a nap.
Well, talk to text doesn't really work on my phone. I'm done with it.
You tried.
E-sleep Talsk saying I
don't
have the
even know.
power.
It even misspelled for me though. That's the thing. That's what? How does that? What?
Bookie's asleep, saying I have the power.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Oh, that's not the way I went. I went, I got the power.
I have the power.
And that's going to be the end of this one, because this session kind of determines how things go from here. Which means I've got more prep work. That's the reason I didn't plan ahead, is because things could have varied greatly based on this.
Episode's name? I have the power.
Episode's name, The Great Escape.
Orochimaru has the high ground.
Episode's name, they did surgery on a grape. You heard that, man? Stupid. It's fucking stupid. So I think,
I'm gonna get out of my car. I'm gonna go warm myself up in my room, and I go to sleep.
well, thanks for coming, even though you really didn't get the chance to do much.
Yeah, right.
It was still fun to have you, bud.
Yeah.
Was it though? Like I was just here for like 2 hours just listening.
Did you enjoy it?
I mean, I did.
Okay. Then it was worth.
And you've got the curse mark, so there's that. And you survived, unlike
Yep.
Kono. So, I mean, you're already better than Zach's first character.
Episode name,
GG.
Orochi finds his new vessel.
I'm still voting on Orochimaru has the high ground.
No, because that Disney would strike you down real quick.
They'd strike you down faster than you could possibly imagine.
Man, that Hunter swap really had to deal with some fucking copyright issues.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, I uploaded that video 5 times with different edits trying to get it through until it finally stuck.
They were like, no. Okay, it's cool.
Yeah, and that wasn't Disney. That was all fucking Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like what was going
Is
on?
Yama like awake?
No, Yama's unconscious. And what happened with the video is that it just automatically, like, Content ID would catch it. So it would catch that it was using video from the movie. And it's like, oh, we recognize this clip based on our Content ID. Block it in all countries, everywhere. Doesn't matter.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, which I could dispute it, but that could take up to 30 days before the video gets released.
For what?
What kind of experience did we get today, sir?
6,000.
Oh, 1,000 short from leveling.
Give us 7.
7,000.
Yay!
I want you to get the chance to take a level into your cursed seal.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Thank you. I needed that. I gotta have that chance, you know.
Yeah, we can always go back to Orochimaru. That's
Fuck you, Travis.
So hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Be sure to let us know whether you did or didn't by using those like buttons, the comments, or subscribing. And make sure you also spread it around to all of your friends too. I'd also like to thank our patrons. With support like yours, we're able to slowly improve on our content, so thank you so much for supporting us. If you're not already a patron and you'd like to support us directly, be sure to check out our Patreon in the description below. We have rewards like stickers, shirts, behind-the-scenes content, and even the ability to make a major character to join in one of our D&D campaigns. Well, once again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.